Hi, my name is Vaquita, and I'm coming to you guys to talk about the effects of stress. Breathing hard, deadlines, time slots, doctor's appointments, work, school, even a sick child while you're at work. There is a feeling in the body that reacts to stress. Tense muscles, stomach knots, headaches, frustration. These are just some things that signal our bodies stress is taking place. Stress can be an unhealthy outlet of bottled emotions, undone tasks, worry, and misunderstandings, taking on a tangible negative role. The effects of stress itself can cause illness, even leading to death. There are a few ways our body yells to us, danger, something is wrong. In this speech, we will be aware of the effects, triggers, warning signs, and even a few ways to avoid stress. Stress is defined by MedicineNet as a physical, mental, or emotional factor that causes bodily or mental tension. It often initiates the fight or flight response within us. As a mother with many responsibilities, stress happens inevitably unless I am aware and often self check my intentions, energy, and even the response of those around me. There are effects of stress that can have cumulative effects that on the body. If stress is not caught and dealt with, health problems can occur. A few ways I've noticed is sleep patterns. If I'm worried, headaches, stomach knots, emotional eating or not eating, this affects the whole body, not just the emotional state. So it's extremely important to keep an eye on yourself. Some of the warning signs can be headaches, sickness, blood pressure, irritability, anger, and outlash toward others. Some of the triggers of stress, just to name a few, can stem from holidays, birthdays, and Christmas, and things like that. No one wants to be disappointments, and so a lot of stress can come from the holiday seasons. Backed up in schoolwork, we need to be more intentional with time management. It's important. Dealing with work harassment or racism. That's not, everyone doesn't have to deal with that. Behind on bills, financial strain, custody battles, divorce or separation, chronic illness, big changes in your life, moving in state or out of state. Those can be very stressful things. And taking care of a sick parent, which initiates the generational shifts. These are a few common triggers of unwanted stress, but it occurs. It's important to have a self-care check. Warning signs, again, warning signs and symptoms. Let our body know we are about to pop. As stated by Tiffany Tzing in 2016, stress warning signs come in general categories as of cognitive, emotional, physical, and behavioral. So in these different areas, stress can show itself. Everything affects a person differently. We all suffer from some form of stress. Learning the warning signs beforehand can increase the quality of life and awareness of oneself. Again, those warning signs: sickness, headache, blood pressure, irritability, and lashing out on others, which happens and you may not even know it. Let's move to avoiding stress, having stress management. We cannot control the uncontrollable things in life. So as long as we are in school, we're going to have work. As long as we are at home, we're going to have bills. As long as we have children, we're going to have to constantly think about what food we're going to put on the table. So in healthguideline.org, it gives us 7 tips to managing or avoiding stress. Number 1, it's important to identify the source. We have to understand what is the source of the stress. Number 2, practice the 4 A's of stress management. Avoid, alter, adapt, and accept. Number 3, get moving. We have to exercise. We have to keep active. Number 4, connect with others. Number 5, make time for fun and relationship. Number 6, manage time better. And number 7, maintain balance with a healthy lifestyle. It's so important that we have a healthy balance in and through our lives. Last but not least, we have to talk about the effects and some triggers and warning signs, even stress management. But what does the Bible have to say? As I was looking at Philippians 4 and 6, just going to read this scripture. Philippians 4 and 6 says in the King James Version, "Be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication. With thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. And the peace of God, which passes all understanding, shall keep your hearts and minds through Christ Jesus. Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, think on these things. Those things which you have both learned and received and heard and seen in me, do, and the God of peace shall be with you." So in knowing that we have peace with God, once we cast our cares and worries on him, there will be no need for stress. So I have done an acronym, a fun acronym, to help us remember when you're in times of stress, think of calm. CALM. The C stands for create space for peace. The A is for attitude. We have to be positive and optimistic about our future, about how things will turn out, and have faith in how God is moving in our lives. The L, let it go. You cannot control everything. We cannot control everything. The M, make time for rest. It is so important that we spend time in prayer, that we spend time in meditation, and that we spend time with self to be able to release, to be able to receive. Last but not least, don't worry. The good thing that God has started in you, he will finish into completion. He eliminates the stress. Thank you so much for listening. God bless.